today I want to talk to you about the tips that I've used to hire and build a Rockstar team. So the first tip that I have for you is to hire sooner rather than later. If you can afford it, the ideal time is to bring on someone from the beginning. This enables you to focus on growing your business while your support professional handles some of the things that possibly you aren't good at or that you really shouldn't be spending your time on. The next best scenario would be to wait until you're busy and producing some money, but you're not so busy that you're overwhelmed. When I brought on my first hire, I was just reaching the point to where I was making decent money and I was busy, but it was still manageable. You need to be able to have the time to search for the right person, to interview the right people, and then more importantly, to spend time with them and get them up to speed, to train them on how you want things done in your business. If you wait until you're too busy and overwhelmed, oftentimes what will happen is you will start throwing things at somebody needing to get things done, and there's not proper training and you'll be disappointed with the results. The second tip that I have for you is to pay attention to passions and strengths. When I did my second round of hiring, the reason I did that is because I had reached a point to where my business was evolving and there were different types of tasks that were coming up that I needed someone to handle. And the person that I was working with was really good at a lot of different things, but her strengths didn't lie in the area of tech. And I really needed someone that was strong in tech. So when I started searching for new people, I was looking at what is a person's strengths and what are they passionate about. I brought on actually quite a few people at one time because I wanted to build out a well-rounded team. And when I did that, I gave each of them the Clifton Strengths Assessment so that I could see what were they really strong in, not only for themselves, but what could they offer me that maybe I wasn't strong in. The second thing I did is a passion interest survey. I listed all of the tasks that could possibly be done in my business and my clients' businesses and asked them to rate themselves on a 1 to 5 on how well they enjoyed that task. Because the last thing I wanted to do was to put a team member in an area that they absolutely hated. Because if you absolutely hate doing something, you're going to procrastinate, you're not going to do a good job. So I wanted to put people as closely as possible with what they were really good at and what they were really passionate about. And then the third tip I have for you is to always have a CEO mindset. And what I mean by that is ask yourself, is this the best use of my time? So it's a really different shift to go from being a solopreneur where you're having to do almost everything in your business and you learn, you adapt and you figure it out. And so oftentimes we continue with that mindset as our business evolves. And that's a mistake because it's just not the best use of your time. You need to be using your time to focus on revenue generating activities and to be taking care of your clients. But we all fall into this trap. Just the other day, we were getting ready to set up a software called Slick Text for one of my clients. And I thought, I want to get this done quickly. Let me just jump in here and do this. As I started to set it up, I started running into things that I didn't understand. And I was like, okay, why am I even spending my time on this? Because this is not what I should be doing. I have a tech VA on my team to be handling this. And so I immediately turned it over. So just always look at, I've actually even had clients that have put stickies on their wall in front of them and said, is this the best use of my time? And the last tip that I have for you, a bonus tip, is to not be afraid to spend a little bit more money for good help. I've been in this industry for a while now, and I've heard a lot of horror stories from clients who have been through one support professional after another. And, sometimes when they come to me, it's like, okay, well, you're more expensive than what they're used to paying. And it's like, yes, we are. However, once they start working with us, they see the difference between someone that they haven't been paying a lot of money for and someone they're paying a little bit more money for. The old saying goes, you get what you pay for. So even on my own team, I'm not afraid to pay a little bit more money for my support professionals because I want them to be loyal to me. I want them to stick around. I want them to grow and to develop. And let's face it, people want to be appreciated for the work that they do. So don't try to skimp unless it's just a one-off little project, but for someone it's going to be a valued team member on your team, don't be afraid to pay a little bit more money for really good help. So those are the tips that I've used in my business, and I would have to say I'm really super proud of my team, and I think that if you use these tips, it will work for you as well. So until next time, I hope you have a great week.